I alluded to a report on Channel 11 that I had seen this morning where I was disturbed at what these kids were how they were describing 9/11. Joining us now is my son, Robert Malzberg, who is in the 8th grade of a school that will go unnamed in New Jersey. Hey, Rob, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine. Good to talk to you on the air. First time. You've been on a staple on every show I've ever done. All right, well, we don't have much time, so let me ask you. You told me, first of all, that I asked you, did you guys discuss 9/11? And I think at 8:45, you, what was there, a moment of silence?
Yeah, the principal of the school went on a loudspeaker and said, she gave a little speech and said, it's 8:45. Today, at this time, terrorists attacked us. 2 planes crashed to the World Trade Centers. And we took, excuse me, hold on, clear my throat. And she said, let's take a moment of silence. It was around a minute, and then she just hung up, and we just got back. My first period is social studies, so that basically kicked off the 9/11 thing for me.
So you had a discussion, a follow-up discussion in social studies.
Yeah, we just basically watched, well, we didn't watch a video. We watched part of it towards the end of class, but in the beginning, throughout the class, we watched, our teacher prepared a PowerPoint about Osama bin Laden and Al-Qaeda, and he told us that Soviet Union went to war with
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
All right, so you got a whole history of Al-Qaeda.
Yeah, and he said that we helped them.
At one point, we were fighting on the side of Al-Qaeda against Afghanistan. Yes, against Russia.
And,
yeah.
Yeah, and he said that there were many causes for why they did it, and he said that like one of them was like we didn't help them enough. Like after the war was over. I don't remember exactly.
You mean the teacher was telling you why he felt Al-Qaeda struck us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Did he mention Islamic terrorism and all that?
Yeah. He said that they were Islam, and he said that not all people that are Islam are terrorists. He said that the terrorists that are Islamic. I don't know the correct term.
Extremists, fundamentalists.
Yeah, they're extreme.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, I am very encouraged to hear that, Osama bin Laden, Al-Qaeda, Islamic terror, that was all talked about, because when I saw a TV report, Rob, this morning after you left for school on Channel 11, they were at a middle school in Pleasantville, New Jersey, and these kids were saying it was a great tragedy where innocent people were killed. And, no mention of terror, no mention of Al-Qaeda, and the woman went up to about 5 kids who were pre-selected to be there for the interview with their teacher, and their teacher was an Iraqi war veteran, and the reporter said, what do you teach your kids about do you talk about your time at war? And he said, yeah, I teach them that war is the evils of war. And I'm thinking, well, we went to war in response to 9/11 in Afghanistan, teaching that war is bad. It's not always bad. Sometimes you got to do it. But I'm glad to hear that you think that the kids in your class learned a lot today.
Yeah, I think they learned a lot. But since both my parents are in the news business, I have more exposure than most of my classmates. I understand and know more than them. I mean, there's just one person in my class. She didn't know that people jumped from the Twin Towers, which is very tragic. They didn't know. She just thought that there was a plane crash and the building fell on people, and that's how they died.
Yeah,
she didn't know that it was so hot that they had to jump.
Yeah, well, you did. I said exactly the same thing at the beginning of the show.
I wish I didn't have to say that.
I know. Hey, listen, I'm proud of you. I love you. I'll see you later, but thank you for sharing what you learned in class today, okay?
No problem.
It gives me hope. All right, Robert Malzberg, ladies and gentlemen.